gentlemen, let us welcome the Deputy Assistant Chief of the Indonesian Navy for Personnel, Brigadier General Endang Taryo. Also, we would like to invite the head of Mental Development Center of the Indonesian Armed Forces, First Admiral Ian Heriawan, to join us at the stage. Dimohon kepada Bapak Kapus Bintal dapat berkenan mendampingi Bapak Waspers Kasal berada di atas panggung. Also, we would like to invite Captain David Yang to join us on the stage. Our apologies, sir. The Honorable Deputy Assistant to the Chief of the Indonesian Navy for Personnel, Brigadier General Endang Taryo, Honorable Head of Mental Development Center of the Indonesian Armed Forces, First Admiral Ian Heriawan, Honorable Chief of Mental Development Service of the Indonesian Navy, Brigadier General Sandy Latif, Honorable Chief of Mental Development Service of the Indonesian Air Force, First Marshal Joko Trikartono, Honorable Chief of Public Affairs Service of the Indonesian Navy, First Admiral Imade Wirahadi Arsanta, Honorable Chief of Mental Development Service of the Indonesian Army, Colonel Wilantara, Honorable U.S. Navy 7th Fleet Chaplain Captain David Young, distinguished delegations, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we would like to welcome you to the Island of Gods. We do hope you enjoy your visit here for the Asia-Pacific Chaplaincy Symposium 2023 with the theme, Fostering Resilience Through Religious Support. As Indonesian proverb says, unknown, unloved, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Maria Vanessa, and today I will serve as the Master of Ceremony. And now I would like to invite all delegates, ladies and gentlemen, let us rise up to sing the Indonesian National Anthem, Indonesia Raya. Dimohon kepada hadirin sekalian berkenan berdiri dan menyanyikan lagu Indonesia Raya. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly to be seated. Dimohon kepada hadirin sekalian berkenan untuk duduk kembali. Before we proceed any further, kindly allow me to brief you of our agenda today. After we open the symposium with a prayer, we shall proceed with a readiness report. Then we will be listening to the greetings and keynote speeches from the Chief of the Indonesian Navy and the Commander of the U.S. Navy's 7th Fleet. And we will also have a press conference and a photo session with all participants, and then continue with watching the filler of the Asia-Pacific Chaplaincy Symposium. And at the core of our program today, we will listen to some material presentations before we conclude our first day. Now, without further ado, let us commence our first symposium with a prayer read by Major Puji.
Let's pray together according to our own religion and beliefs. O God, our merciful God, thank you for your abundance of grace and favors. Today, we can gather at Asia Pacific Chaplaincy Symposium 2023. May your blessing and your reign be with us. O God, our merciful Lord, provide ease, clarity, and success in the performance of this event. Make this meeting as momentum to strengthen the bond of brotherhood and silaturahmi between us. Bestow upon us your guidance and instruction that we may achieve the optimum results. O Allah, our great God, we realize assignments and responsibilities we have. Therefore, bestow upon us the stability of faith, physical and spiritual health, patience and courage, and a willing soul in carrying out every task we have. O Allah, our merciful God, forgive our sins and mistakes, and please receive our prayers. You are the footstool and the hope of every prayer we have.
Amen. Thank you, Major Puji. And next, please welcome the chairman of the committee, Brigadier General Sandy Latif, to read out the committee readiness report. Sir, the floor is yours.
Distinguished guests, delegates, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Bali. The Honorable Vice Assistant of Chief of Personnel Indonesian Navy, Brigadier General Endang Taryo, and our beloved co-host, Captain David Young from U.S. Navy Chaplain 7th Fleet. I'm here to report on the activities of the Asia Pacific Chaplaincy Symposium 2023. First, the activities of the Asia Pacific Chaplaincy in 2023 will be conducted for 3 days, from Tuesday to Thursday, May 30 to June 1st, 2023, including the first day of symposium at Anvaya Ballroom Hotel. Second day, discussion at Tampak Siring Palace, and also visit to Garuda Wisnu Kencana. The third day, conducting another discussions. It seems to be a long discussions, while we have a city tour, of course. We are visiting the Kintamani Grand Puncak Sari and also visiting Mandala Puja House of Worship. The participants involved in this activity total 67 personnel, consisting of Australia, Philippines, Korea, Thailand, United States, and of course Indonesia. There are at least 6 or 7 countries that we invite could not attend or unable to attend this symposium. Because of this is the first time ever we have this symposium in the Asia Pacific. Please give a round of applause for all of us. Basically, I'm a little bit nervous, but since maybe miss on communication to the Arabs country, they thought that chaplain is a bunch of pastors are gathering here in Bali. They, why are you inviting me? I'm a ulama here, and imam. So something like this. So this is my, should be an evaluation. In the next meeting, we are able to invite them too. So the committee expressly thanks to the Chief of the Navy Staff, Indonesian Navy, who have permitted and also provided support so that these first activities can be conducted in the Anvaya Auditorium, Bali. That is what we have that I can report to you, sir. And next, please kindly give us direction and please open this symposium accordingly. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the warm readiness report. And now, please welcome the Deputy Assistant of the Indonesian Navy's for Personnel, Brigadier General Endang Taryo, to read out the greetings on behalf of the Chief of the Indonesian Navy, Admiral Muhammad Ali. Sir, the floor is yours.
Chief of the Indonesian Navy, Admiral Muhammad Ali, opening remarks at Asia Pacific Champlain Symposium 2023 in Bali, 30 May 2023, fostering resiliency through religious support. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bali, Indonesia. I am delighted to host the Asia Pacific Chaplain Symposium 2023 and honored to have representatives from our partner countries participating in this event. Your presence not only underscore the importance of this forum, but also highlight the crucial aspect of cooperation building in supporting chaplain fostering resiliency among our personnel. With the theme of fostering resiliency through religious support, this forum provides an opportunity for us to enhance the role of chaplain in promoting in spiritual, religious, moral, and personal well-being of our personnel, particularly in light of the current of the and future military challenge that we face. As we navigate an increasingly complex and uncertainly world, it is essential that we provide our personnel with the necessary support and resources to maintain their physical and mental health. I believe that religion and spirituality can play a critical role in fostering resiliency and well-being among our personnel. And it is the duty of our chaplain to help them achieve and maintain that well-being as such the chaplain contribution to supporting our military members and their families is vital in promoting the spiritual and moral value that underpin our mission and values. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are confronting numerous challenges, which including extremism, the ramification of social media, our personnel, and the mental health of our service member. One of the main concerns in the potential exposure to harmful content, including extremism, ideologies, and disinformation combined. Such content can adversely affect the mental well-being of military personnel and undermine unit cohesion and readiness. In dealing with this issue, I would like to emphasize the importance of promoting religious moderation and tolerance in our communities. We must strive to create an environment of respect and understanding where people of all faith and belief can coexist and thrive. This will not only enhance our collective well-being, but also strengthen our partnership and cooperation in Asia-Pacific region. Religious moderation needs to be understood as a balanced religious attitude between practicing one's religion and respecting the religious practices of different faiths. Religious moderation is truly the key to creating tolerance and harmony, both at the regional and global level, being moderate by rejecting extremism and liberalism in religion in the key to balance for the sake for preserving civilization and creating peace. Additionally, the rise of social media has transformed the way to interact with each other and the world around us. While there are many benefits to social media, it has also brought with it many challenges, including the negative impact it can have on mental health. In recent years, we have seen an increase in the number of mental health issues among military personnel. This is a complex issue that requires a multifaceted approach to health awareness, reducing the stigma associated with mental illness, and providing support and resources to those who are struggling. Furthermore, chaplain can also help our personnel to navigate the challenges of social media by providing guidance and counseling of issues related to only harassment and cyberbullying. They can also help our personnel to develop healthy habits and practice self-care. Ladies and gentlemen, through this symposium, we will share experiences and knowledge related to the aforementioned issue. We will also facilitate cooperation among participating countries, chaplaincies which will help us to strengthen our partnership and enhance our collective capabilities. Finally, allow me express my gratitude to all of the participants for your commitment and participation in this forum. I am confident that the discussion and enhance at this symposium will deepen our understanding and cooperation, as well as help us to better serve our nation. By working collectively, we can create harmony in diversity through religious support. Thank you. Bali, 30 May 2023, Chief of the Indonesian Navy, Muhammad Ali, Admiral Indonesian Navy. Thank you.
Thank you, Brigadier General Endang Taryo, for the warm greetings on behalf of the Chief of the Indonesian Navy, Admiral Muhammad Ali. Next, please welcome Captain David Young to deliver some opening remarks. Please, sir.
Well, good morning, everyone. It is so good to see all of you here this morning. I am overly impressed with how Indonesian Navy has prepared this symposium for us. So first of all, thank you, sir, for the wonderful remark, Admiral. General, appreciate you kicking off the symposium for us. and then all the delegates right here, welcome to Bali. And great to see all the familiar faces from before, and also new faces that are here today. And all the Indonesian side who are here. I really look forward to the dialogues and the interactions and to learn from one another. I'm very excited to find out what is going on the Indonesian side in terms of the mental health, in terms of the chaplaincy, in terms of what else is going on in your country, in your military here, in the Navy and beyond, and also from other delegates from various nations around the Asia Pacific. And as General mentioned, that this is the first time that we're doing this in this type of forum. There is a venue called a RIMPAC that they do get together once in a while, every couple of years as well. But in this type of a setting, I think we are kind of charting the new course here. So really, I want to give all the credit to the Indonesian Navy, General Sandy and his team here. They have worked tirelessly for past months to come, months before, and then especially in the past few days. So I just want to give those the staff that have worked hard to make this happen. Let's just give them a hand for making this happen. So I'm looking forward again to the next 3 days. Very, very excited, and I'm just overwhelmed with gratefulness for the hospitality that the Indonesian Navy has shown to us and all the support that the Indonesian Navy has given to us. So let's have a wonderful time, and let's really get to know each other in the next 3 days. Terima kasih.
Thank you, Captain David Yang, for the wonderful remarks. Now, honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, let us turn our attention to the screen at the back of the room to listen to the keynote speech by the Chief of the Indonesian Navy, Admiral Muhammad Ali.
Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum and welcome to Bali, Indonesia, to all Asia Pacific Chaplain Symposium 2023 delegates. I am Admiral Muhammad Ali, Chief of the Indonesian Navy. The Asia Pacific Chaplain Symposium activities will be held at the Anvaya Beach Resort, Bali from May 30 to 1st of June 2023. It is expected to discuss and promote the important role of chaplain in providing opportunities for military institutions in the Asia-Pacific regions to share experiences, learn about practice, and discuss important issues in fostering mentally as well as exploring solutions to problems, in order to build cooperations between countries in field of chaplain. The symposium also serves as a platform to exchange expertise in the field of chaplain. Once again, enjoy Bali and have a successful symposium. Thank you.
Thank you, Admiral Muhammad Ali. And up next, please behold the keynote speech from the Commander of the U.S. Navy 7th Fleet, Vice Admiral Carl Thomas.
Greetings from 7th Fleet. I'm very excited to welcome all of you to the inaugural Asia-Pacific Chaplain Symposium. First, I'd like to give a big thanks to the Indonesian Navy for hosting this event and bringing together chaplain leaders from across the Pacific and even from the Middle East in beautiful Bali, Indonesia. I wish I was with you in person. I clearly don't have my priorities correct. Without the Indonesian Navy's hard work and welcoming spirit and hospitality, this symposium certainly would not be possible. Thank you. And to all of the delegates, welcome. You're in for a treat this week. I'm told that you'll be discussing topics like chaplaincy in the current military context and chaplaincy and mental health, among many other topics. But more importantly, you'll get a chance to meet and interact with chaplains from neighboring countries in the Asia-Pacific region and learn how chaplaincies work in their military settings and discuss ways to learn and collaborate from one another. I've found through my years of service that often the most value in coming together in settings like you're currently in are the bonds and the friendships that you make and the resource that you'll develop in one another and have for the remainder of your career. However, if there's one thing I understand over the span of 37 years of service as a naval officer, it is that our sailors are our most prized asset in our respective navies. Ships, fighter jets, a variety of high-end weaponry certainly are an important part of the strength of our navies, but they're not all that define our Navy, and certainly not the most important part. It is the sailors who make up our Navy, of whom I'm the most proud. Our youngest of sailors make up the bulk of our navies, 18 to 23-year-olds, and they make our Navy run. As these young men and women work tirelessly on the flight deck, launching and recovering aircraft, maintaining the weapon systems, working in the engineering plants, they're all involved in every aspect of the mission. Our Navy exists and is successful because we empower our sailors. Without them, we have no Navy. To take care of these sailors, our chaplains have been called upon to serve since the beginning of our Navy. They have served side by side with our sailors and are an integral part of our Navy. They're confidants, they're mentors. They ensure every sailor is afforded an opportunity to practice their religion in their own way. This is so important because regular practice of one's faith strengthens the soul and spirit of our sailors. This in turn helps our sailors to stay focused on what's important, especially during challenging times. And this allows our sailors to be more mission ready. Studies have shown that those who practice some aspect of spirituality have a more positive outlook about life. They're better equipped to navigate through life's challenges. They handle adversity better, and they're less prone to depression or suicide. So thank you for all that you do to strengthen our sailors' resiliency and spiritual resolve. I know that chaplains do more than just deliver or facilitate worship services. They make visitations to our sailors in times of need and provide pastoral counseling. By U.S. Navy policy, chaplains are the only entity in the U.S. Navy who guarantees 100% confidentiality to the sailors that they counsel. This is so important because our sailors have a trusted resource in our chaplains who they can turn to talk to about anything and everything without worrying that matters they discuss will be revealed or released to someone else. As a commander, I welcome this because my sailors can confide in our chaplains. Our chaplains serve as a valuable release valve, which allows our sailors to find sanctuary as well as relief. As a 7th Fleet commander, I'm deeply interested in the free and open Indo-Pacific. This takes form in many ways, but it's ultimately about freedom for people to live, to think, and to share ideas freely. This takes place both at an individual, but also a societal level. Openness flows from such freedom. It's about being open to different cultures, ideas, ways of life, and religions. As chaplains, you all play an important role. In your respective countries, you promote being respectful of other religions that are different than your own, all the while maintaining and remaining steadfast to your own faith tradition. I understand that there are many faiths represented among the chaplains who are present at the symposium. While you may not necessarily espouse the same doctrine and embrace other faith traditions, you still demonstrate respect and render courtesy to those chaplains who are different faiths than your own. That tolerance and respect is an example of the free and open Indo-Pacific that we all value. So I urge you to learn from one another this week. Find out about what works in other chaplaincies and draw from one another. Be open-minded, make friends, and develop new peer resources. At the end of the day, your efforts revolve around our number one priority, taking care of sailors. Thank you. Terima kasih.
Thank you, Commander of the U.S. Navy 7th Fleet Vice Admiral Carl Thomas. And now, let us welcome the Honorable Brigadier General Endang Taryo to the front of the stage for a press conference. Dimohon kepada Bapak Waspers berkenan menuju ke depan panggung untuk melaksanakan press conference. To Honorable Brigadier